The Eurovision Song Contest 1981 was the 26th event of its kind, and was held on 4 April 1981 at the Ysangkok Pavilion of the Royal Dublin Society in Dublin. The presenter was Doran Ní Brian. The United Kingdom's Bucks Fizz were the winners of this contest with the song "Making Your Mind Up," beating Germany into second place by 4 points. This year is remembered for the performance of this British band, which included a dance routine where the two male members ripped the skirts off the two female members only to reveal mini-skirts, and today stands as one of the defining moments in the contest's history. Overview. Production. Having won the year before, Ireland hosted the 1981 contest, the second time they had done so. As in 1971, the 1981 Eurovision Song Contest was produced by the country's broadcaster RTE. The presenter on this occasion was Doran Ní Brian, who was well known in Ireland at the time as a TV presenter and for the current affairs radio show Women Today. She was chosen for her fluency in Irish and English as well as having studied French, which she spoke with some ease. The director was Ian McGarry, while Noel Kellyan was the chief conductor for the show. The contest took place under heavy guard at the 15,000-seat Ysangkok Pavilion of the Ards, which was normally used for agricultural and horse shows. Over 250 armed soldiers and police were on hand to protect against any likely political demonstrations. It cost RTE over £300,000 to stage, although this included £110,000 from the EBU. From this, the Irish government expected to make around £2 million from tourism as a result of staging the show. The Ards would go on to host the next Irish Eurovision production in 1988. Entrants this year marked the Acute BUT of Cyprus in the contest, who finished sixth. Returning to the contest was Israel, who did not compete the previous year, despite winning the 2 years previous to that. They finished seventh. Yugoslavia also returned to the competition after a 5-year absence. Italy withdrew for the first time from the contest, due to lack of interest, while Morocco declined to take part after their sole entry the year before. Of the performers, many previous contestants returned to the contest this year, notably, Jean-Claude Pascal for Luxembourg, who had won the contest 20 years earlier, although could only manage 11th place this time. Repeated entrants Peter, Sue and Mark returned for the 4th time, after 1971, 1976 and 1979. Performing again for Switzerland, they remain the only act to sing in 4 different languages. Other returnees were Marty Brem, who had taken part the year before for Austria, Tommy Seebach for Denmark, and Bjorn Skifs for Sweden. Bucks Fizz member Cheryl Baker had performed in 1978 with the band Coco for the UK, while Sheba member Maxi had performed as a solo artist in 1973 for Ireland. The 46-piece Irish TV orchestra didn't have a saxophone as they didn't consider it an orchestral instrument, which caused great concern with the United Kingdom entry as the saxophone appeared heavily on their song. Andy Hill, the producer of the single, said that had they known, they would have dropped one of the 2 backing singers to be replaced by a saxophonist, there being 2 on the actual recording. Interval. The interval act was traditional Irish band Planks D, who performed the lengthy piece, Time Dance, which depicted Irish music through the ages. The dances were from Dublin City Ballet with choreography by Ian Montague. This is seen as a precursor to Riverdance, which became famous after its performance in 1994. The song, which was written by Bill Whelan, went on to be released as a Planks D single and became a number 3 hit in the Irish charts. This mix of past and present was also the theme to the contest's opening montage, which featured shots of Celtic ruins, cliffs and castles, edited together with close-ups of art, aeroplanes, architecture and horse races. Voting. The voting proved to be memorable for its closeness. The UK won by 4 points, but leading up to this, 5 countries took pole position at various stages. UK, Germany, France, Switzerland and Ireland. Just before the penultimate vote, 3 countries were all on equal top marks. After this, Switzerland were unable to collect points as it was their jury's results that were being announced, while Germany failed to receive votes either. The UK gained 8, which meant that when the final jury were about to cast their votes, the UK needed 5 points or more to win over either country. Switzerland were quickly eliminated by receiving just 1 vote. The UK passed the 5-point mark and received 8 votes, while Germany did indeed receive the maximum 12 points, but it was too late. France finished 3rd, with Switzerland 4th and the hosts Ireland coming in 5th. Of these, Switzerland received the most top votes despite only finishing 4th, while the UK only received 2. The UK did however receive points from every competing country. Meanwhile, at the other end of the board was Norway, who finished last with no points for the 3rd time in Eurovision history, gaining no points in 1963 and 1978 as well. Other memorable moments included a glitch in the scorekeeping, giving host country Ireland 310 extra points instead of the 10 designated by the Luxembourg jury. Also of note, when host Dora and Brian attempted to collect Yugoslavia's votes, after repeated attempts to contact them, Yugoslavia's spokeswoman, Helga Vlahovic, who went on to present the 1990 contest, finally answered the phone and abruptly answered, "I don't have it," causing laughter to erupt from the audience. Also during the final vote, Turkey's 9 points suddenly disappeared from the scoreboard. Aftermath: runner-up Lena Valitis was in good spirits while talking to the press following the contest and largely unconcerned about losing. Swedish singer Björn Skifs, however, was more outspoken, saying, "This was not a song contest, it was a show. All these dancing girls, they take away from the songs. I also think there should be a change in the rules to allow us to sing in English. Then we would really be able to compete." Harald Tusberg, head of light entertainment for Norwegian television, was upbeat about Norway's null points result as he claimed that their entry would be remembered above many others. "Who remembers who came 2nd or 3rd? People will remember us." Finn Kalvik himself conceded graciously, saying that he had enjoyed the week's holiday. Following this year's contest, France withdrew from competing the following year, with the broadcaster announcing that the songs were a monument to drivel. Indeed, many comments had been made regarding the quality of the winning group's performance, indicating that the song had most likely won by style over substance. Either way, Bucks Fizz went on to have a lasting chart career over the next few years, and became one of the top-selling groups of the 1980s in the UK. The winning song itself reached number 1 in 9 countries and became a top 10 hit in nations such as Australia, New Zealand and South Africa, selling 4 million copies worldwide. Germany, who had never won the contest up to this point, were becoming increasingly frustrated with their second placings in this and the previous year's contest and made a concerted effort for the following year. This was to pay off, as in 1982 they finally clinched their first victory, which was achieved in an overwhelming manner. The BBC opted to take it to the North Yorkshire town of Harrogate at a later than usual date, the 24th of April. The 1981 contest was held on the 4th of April and up to 2016 has never been as early again. Decades later, Debbie Cameron, who represented Denmark with Tommy Seebach, revealed in a book about Seebach that she was contacted by a BBC employee who told her that Bucks Fizz's victory was planned. According to the employee, he had witnessed how BBC technicians had sabotaged the sound checks during the rehearsal of the Danish, the Israeli and the Western German performances. This claim, however, ignores the fact that the BBC did not host the 1981 contest. Conductors: each performance had a conductor who maestro the orchestra. Host conductor in bold: Austria, Richard Osterreicher. Turkey, Onno Tunk. Germany, Wolfgang Rodelberger. Luxembourg, Joel Rocha. Israel, Eldad Shrim. Denmark, Alan Bochinski. Yugoslavia, Ranko Ritman. Finland, Otto Donner. France, David Sprinfield. Spain, Juan Barson. Netherlands, Rogier van Otterloo. Ireland, Noel Kellyan. Norway, Sigurd Jansen. United Kingdom, John Coleman. Portugal, Segundo Galatza. Belgium, Giuseppe Marchesi. Greece, Georgios Niarchos. Cyprus, Michalis Rosakis. Switzerland, Rolf Zukowski. Sweden, Anders Berglund. Returning artists. Results. Voting structure. Each country had a jury who awarded 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 point for their top 10 songs. 12 points below is a summary of all 12 points in the final. Commentators. Spokespersons. Austria, Jenny Pippel. Turkey, Basak Dogru. Germany, Gabi Schnell. Luxembourg, Jacques Harvey. Israel, Dan Kanner. Denmark, Bent Henius. Yugoslavia, Helga Vlahovic. Finland, Annemie Janets. France, Fabienne Eagle. Spain, Isabel Tenay. Netherlands, Flip van der Schalia. Ireland, John Skehan. Norway, Sverre Kristoffersen. United Kingdom, Colin Berry. Portugal, Margarida Andrade. Belgium, Walter de Meyer. Greece, Tatiana Dara. Cyprus, Anna Partelido. Switzerland, Michel Stocker. Sweden, Bengt Erik Nordell. National jury members. Turkey, Suheyla Waldagan, Hidayet Yarkan, Hatisak Bas, Lufti Yajuman, Nabia Yazisai, Nesreen Demail, Sami Ersoy, Mehmet Hutes, Mustafa Akinci. Cengiz Dogan, Ali Arslan. Spain, Belen Lage, Jose Manuel Lozano, Carmen Ruiz, Pablo Hardy, Maria Acacia Lopez Bachelor, Andres Pajeres, Lola Fauna, Juan Carlos Andrade, Maria del Mar Serrano, Juan Vinada, Amada Quintana. United Kingdom, Norman Harper, Neil Hardy.